Join me.
Welcome to Frascati. So, where is Frascati? We can say that Frascati is in the countryside of Rome, and together with other 14 towns created this area that we call the Roman Castle, or Castelli Romani in Italian language. We can say that Frascati
Let us learn about an Italy villa.
For two reasons. So the first reason, because we are really close to Rome. So all the landscape that you see over there is Rome. And since we are really close to Rome, we can say also that we are well connected to Rome. Normally 20 minutes with the car, we are there, and you see also that with the train you come pretty easy here. So, why this area is called the Roman Castle? Because many years ago the Roman nobility and the popes, they used to come in vacation here during the summertime. Since here we are up on the hill, the weather was much cooler, so these people, they enjoy a lot the weather and they decide to build in their own castle. This castle, later on they become villas, and in Frascati we have 12 of those that they are called ville tuscolane. The word tuscolane comes from Tuscolo, which is the hills that surround all the Frascati area. Okay? So the first villa to be built by Pope Clemente VIII in the 16th century was Villa Aldobrandini, which is the villa that we have in front of us. This villa gets the name Aldobrandini from the nephew of the Pope that became the owner of the villa when the Pope died. And we can say that the Aldobrandini family still live inside this villa. They used this villa before as a museum, but later on they decided just to close the door and organize a really expensive wedding and really fancy event. For example, I don't know if you know Valentino, the Italian stylist. He organized catwalk sometime here because this villa have a huge garden that can host around 2,000 persons. And also I know that in, I think it was in 2021, Kitty Spencer, which is the niece of Lady Diana, she gets married here. Okay. Now another important town in Castelli Romani is Castel Gandolfo, which is just in the south of Frascati. It's famous because there is the summer residence of Pope Francesco, the actual Pope, and also because there is a beautiful volcanic lake that is called the Lago d'Albano. That means that in this area, many years ago, there was a huge volcano that was called Vulcano Laziale. This volcano exploded 36 million years ago, and we can say created the valley where all the Castelli Romani town grew. So thanks to this volcano, our soil became rich in potassium and mineral. And thanks to this potassium and mineral, in this area start to grow a really good type of white grape. So at the point, our family, back in the 16th century, started the production of the wine. We are 7 generations that we work in this production. I don't produce anymore, I like to produce the other person because I enjoy doing the tour and drinking the wine as you will do today. Since Frascati is pretty famous for the white wine, it gets label quality that is called DOCG. DOCG means Denomination of Guarantee and Certification of Origin. When we talk about this label, we don't talk about the quality of the wine, but we talk about the quality of the area where we make the wine. So we can say that Frascati get the 77th place from all the Italian DOCG region, which is pretty good. And for this reason, many Italian people from the other region come also here during the weekend to enjoy the culture, the nature, but of course the food and the wine. Okay. So guys, this is the main square of Frascati. We call this Piazza San Pietro. What we have in front of us is the cathedral, the St. Peter Cathedral, sorry. So who started building this cathedral was the same Pope Clemente VIII, then did also Villa Aldobrandini. But to finish this cathedral took more than 100 years. So the Pope Clemente VIII died and he didn't see the finish of the cathedral, and who finished the cathedral was actually Pope Clemente XI. As you can see in the facade, he put his name. The X and the I represent the 11 number in Roman number. So now, if you notice, the only building that remain from the 16th century, and both are Baroque style, are the cathedral and the fountain over there. All the other buildings, they are pretty new. To understand why, we have to come back in the Second World War, when Italy was together with Germany. So Germany came in Frascati and put his main army base. What happened? Almost on the end of the war, Italy decided to left Germany. So Germany occupied Frascati and moved his army base to Villa Aldobrandini. The 8th September 1943, the US Army came in Frascati to help us to be free from the German army. But in order to help us, they have to bomb Frascati. So you have to imagine that Frascati is a really small city. So with the bomb, we can say that they destroyed 19% of the city. And you can notice also in the cathedral, the two tower bells, they have to be rebuilding from scratch with new material. So the only building that remained intact was the fountain, and for this reason we call this fountain the Lucky Fountain, because it was actually intact. So for sure now you are wondering how the people can survive. The people survive because in Frascati we have an under city. So we have a cave that they are there since the Roman Empire, and this cave at that time they was connecting to each other. So the people used this cave as a bomb shelter to escape from the bomb. Later on, when our family buy the location, find the cave, so decide to close this cave and actually build a wall to make the fermentation room of the wine, to organize the cellar, since the temperature is perfect for the fermentation. So since we still have the cave under our location, when we are done with the pasta, I will love to show you also the cave, okay? We're going to talk about that. This is one of the oldest bakery actually that we have here in Frascati. And you see in this yellow poster, there is a cookie. We call this cookie la pupazza. La pupazza in Italian language means the doll. And actually la pupazza is the symbol of Frascati. So if you see la pupazza have something weird here in the middle, instead to have two boobs, like all the normal woman, she have three boobs. Why? Because normally la pupazza represents our mother. They raise the kids with three boobs. Two, the normal one, actually give a milk. The one in the middle give a wine. So they actually give a wine to the baby to relax the baby and make the baby sleep better. So it means that since we are baby, we are drinking wine. So this cookie is made by with the 00 flour, which is the same flour that we're gonna use to make the pasta. Okay. Okay, so we are done,